I was in 3rd grade, middle of the school year. My family moved across the country, decided they were too busy to homeschool, so they just threw me in a regular school with no briefing on how society works. They were just like, phase 2 of the experiment. Now we'll see how he fares around the control group. In my first week, I'm just trying to blend in. I've never been in school before. The teacher, she's like, hey kids, don't forget, Friday is current events. And I was like, oh, what is that? She's like, current events is very fun. You just go home, read a newspaper article, summarize that for the class. It's a very simple assignment. Except I was a real weird kid. So I went home, I read an obituary. And then I summarized that for the class. It's probably the most disrespectful thing that can happen to a dead person. Because you see, an obituary already is a summary. So I was summarizing the summary of some poor guy's entire life at a 3rd grade reading level. I just got up there like, Melvin Jones was a plumber. He fixed a lot of toilets. He is dead. The teacher pulls me aside in private after class. She doesn't want to embarrass me. She's like, hey, just so you know, we don't really do obituaries here. And current events. Next time, write about something nice, like the space program. And I'm like, oh, okay, fine. But because that was in private, she didn't realize that I had inspired another student. Just a genuinely disturbed 8-year-old who had seen my presentation and was like, whoa, I didn't know we could write about dead people. And the next week, this kid's way too excited for current events. He's asking to go first. He gets up there and he's like, a babysitter killed a baby? And the teacher's like, okay, you're done. But we're all sitting there, 3rd graders, just like, hey, teacher, can you let him finish? We want to know whose babysitter that was. We're 3rd graders. We all have babysitters. So far, that's been the most relevant current events to our situation. So the space program. Somebody better tell us who the murdering babysitter is. Is she still on the loose? Because my parents are going out to dinner tonight. I would really like to know if I should behave myself.